Hello to all of our Beyond Limits supporters and friends. My name is Craig Spofford, and I'm the Executive Director of Beyond Limits. I'm reaching out to you all today to celebrate our great friends with Beyond Limits and Bethany Global University. Because usually at this time of year, we would be having some type of end-of-the-year gathering or celebration, giving out awards, recognizing our friends, celebrating accomplishments of our Beyond Limits students and all of their friends at Bethany Global University. But since we can't get together, we put together a video to raise awareness of the Beyond Limits program and the goal we have to create an inclusive college experience program for our students and their peers at Bethany Global University. We're a college experience for a world of opportunity with a mission to create life skills that will lead to a life of flourishing. And this is something we honestly hope that everyone can achieve in their life through their opportunities, experiences, and relationships, no matter their ability or limitations. Here's a day one photo of our Beyond Limits friends this year. I'll introduce them each to you as we go, but these are the students who have grown in so many ways this year through friendship, personal growth, independence, and most recently, in how to navigate the world of self-distancing education. But first, I want to thank the core team of staff this year. This is Mara. She's our education specialist, and Crystal with her, who served this year as our student connector. Together, they made the everyday work we do possible, teaching, connecting, and helping students grow in so many ways. And I also want to give a shout out to the rest of our great team from this past school year. Our interns, Eric and Brandon, who work hard to build bridges of inclusion. And Eric is going to be joining our team as a resident advisor this next year. Our life group mentor, who we all know as Cavali, who brings fun, community, and spirituality all together. And then our resident advisors, Mariana, Rebecca, Blake, and Frank, whose commitment, time, love gave so much and contributed so much to the well-being of our students. These good friends made a difference in ways that are hard to spell out, each with their own gifts, and we're so grateful for their time of Beyond Limits. And now let's turn to our awards. Starting with the original ambassador of inclusion himself, Brandon, we give the Everybody Knows Your Name Award. Whenever I talk to our BGU student friends, Brandon comes up as the guy people know. No one does a better job of simply being himself and putting others at ease than our good friend Zimke. And then as we turn to this year's freshmen, we want to recognize all of our newest students for this past school year. Our first student is Anna. And to Anna, we give the Queen of Charades Award. Anna loves to play games. She loves to creatively convey ideas, and she really enjoys the game charades in particular and connects with others in her own unique way. We're so proud of how Anna has worked hard to make friends this year at Beyond Limits. And then next we have Elena. And for Elena, we give the Friendship Bracelets to the Moon and Back Award. This award is given in recognition of being focused on reaching others, taking great selfies, and being a good example of how burning off extra energy can be used creatively and for others. Elena's bracelet making is helping her save for future mission trips to serve others. And then there's Emily. Emily has been awarded the Do It All Award. Emily has completed 4 full classes for credit this past year at Bethany, even completing some of that online. We're so impressed by this young lady who is working hard to grow and learn and teach others along the way. And here he is, Matthew. For Matthew, we give the Mr. Hollywood Cafeteria DJ Award because Matthew brings his own style and way of connecting everywhere he goes. He got to know and be known by so many people this year. You'd rarely see Matthew in the apartment because he'd be over hanging out with his friends. We're so glad to know this young man who wants to get to know others and share his love of music and movies and more by bringing it wherever he goes and connecting with people. And now we want to turn to a new group of students, although they're old students to us. These are some of our bonus year friends. This year, Beyond Limits had some graduates return for some more growth and learning. Friend of BGU and Beyond Limits, Emma, came back in the second semester for just a few weeks before we had to leave campus. But in that short time, she showed again what a difference she can make in the lives of others. And because of this, she was awarded the Friend Maker Award. Old students and new, it didn't matter who. Emma was able to connect with so many people. I was amazed at the number of people she could call by name after just a couple of weeks back on campus. And then there's third year student Henry. Henry will forever be known as the guy who, when he first came on campus, said, when asked to introduce himself, "My name is Henry, and I don't want to be here." That has so much changed. Henry has overcome so many things and done so many new things over the past 3 years that he is being awarded the Spider-Man Award for being a great friend, student, and a true superhero. And this photo of Henry is one of my personal favorite Beyond Limits moments. This picture of Henry being joined by his friends as he was alone on the truck and then they joined him is the difference it so visibly makes and clearly and shows why inclusion can make a difference in people's lives. And then there's Kareth. Kareth worked this year to increase in personal independence, and so she earned the Breakfast Chef Award. She learned more about cooking, working independently, and teaching her friends who drove her to and from her job at Culver's all the new worship songs as they sang together while driving. And finally, we recognize this year's graduates, these two very special students. Beyond Limits happens to be celebrating our 5th graduating class this year. And while the year on campus ended in an unexpected way, we are so thankful to have had the opportunity to be living our vision for inclusion and flourishing for these past 6 years. And so we want to recognize these two students who culminate this 5th graduating class. First, we celebrate Lauren. Friendship is always a theme for us at Beyond Limits because we believe that relationships are at the core of what we do. Creating lasting relationships and strong bonds is who we want to be. Lauren loves her family and friends in her hometown, and that's always been something that we've known about her. But this year we've been so impressed by how she grew to welcome and be welcomed by the community at Bethany. And that is why we awarded Lauren the Friendship Award for making and becoming a great friend. Lauren stood up to homesickness. She built friendships on campus that we think will go with her into the future. And if you don't know how to use House Party and need someone to show you how to use that app, just get connected with Lauren. And then finally, last and definitely not least, is Zach. To Zach, we give the Most Improved Leader Award. With intensity, humor, and sincerity, Zach advocated for himself and others and was always one of the first students to share the mission of Bethany Global University to take the church to where it's not and help others do the same. We look forward to seeing how Zach's voice and life will be a light to others about inclusion. So this was not our typical awards ceremony, but we hope that you got a picture of what Beyond Limits is all about and what a life of inclusion can really mean. It's more than helping someone grow. It's the very heart of God, that the body of Christ would recognize all of its parts, that no one would be forgotten or overlooked, and that together we would create a world of inclusion that will lead to transformational relationships, creative opportunities, and abundant living for all of God's people. To get more information about what we do or to support the work of Beyond Limits, you can visit our website at www.beyondlimitscollege.org. Thank you, and we hope you choose to live a life of inclusion.